Hi, welcome to another junior measurement video. We're moving into the area of a trapezium. Right, so we know the area is the amount of space that is inside a two-dimensional object. Fun fact, did you know that it would take about 28 New Zealands to fit inside the same area as Australia? Right, let's get into today's work. Area of a trapezium is equal to this formula. On the top of the brackets, we see an A plus B. That's inside some brackets. It's all been divided by 2, and then the whole thing's been times by the height. So here's a picture of a trapezium. If you've forgotten what a trapezium is, it's got two sides which are parallel. That's what those arrows on there mean. And if you don't know what that means again, you've forgotten. Parallel just means they stay the same distance apart. Now we're going to call one A and one B, which is what this A and B up here in the rule is. I prefer to put A on the top and B on the bottom because I think of B like the base. You don't have to because it doesn't matter which way you plus them together, but that's what I prefer. Now the height is the vertical perpendicular distance from the base. It must be 90 degrees from the base, right? It must be right angles to the base. It's not one of the slanted sides. It's straight up from the base to the top. Cool, let's get into this example, show you how this rule works. We're going to work out the area of the following trapezium. So the first thing, can you see that A and B are 5 and 11? A and B, and the height is 4. So let's bring up the formula. Area of a trapezium is equal to bracket A plus B, bracket close, divided by 2 times the height. So we know A and B are 5 and 11. So on the top of the bracket, we're going to go 5 plus 11. We're going to divide that all by 2, and then we're going to multiply it by the height, which is 4. Right, now you can try and do bed maths. You must do the brackets first. 5 plus 11 is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 4, and 4 times 4 is 16. No, it's not. What have I done there? I've done my bed maths wrong. 5 plus 11 is 16. I know what I did wrong. 16 divided by 2 is 8. And 8 times 4 is 32. Oh, nearly got that wrong in my head. So the answer is 32. So the area is 32 centimeters squared. Now, do you remember what centimeters squared means? It means think of a small square, smaller than the one on the screen, but it's going to be a centimeter long and a centimeter wide, and it's going to need 32 of these that fill up that space of the trapezium. Right, what about example 2? Calculate the area of the following trapezium. So here we go, we've got a trapezium, it's got lots of numbers on it. We need to figure out what A and B are and the height. That's all we need, A and B and the height. Now A and B are the 2.6 and the 4.1, the parallel sides, and the height is 2.7 meters. Those other sides, the 3 meters, don't need them, don't want them, not important when I work out the area. If I was asked to work out the perimeter, the distance around the outside, I'd use the 3 meters and I wouldn't use the 2.7 because that's inside. But I'm not doing perimeter, I'm doing area. So area of a trapezium is just A plus B divided by 2 times height. So I'm going to go 2.6 plus 4.1 divided by 2, multiply it by 2.7. I'm not going to try bed maths in my head. I almost made a mistake last time. So I'm just going to grab my calculator and go brackets 2.6 plus 4.1, close my brackets, divide that by 2, and then times it by the height, which is 2.7, and I get 9.045 meters squared. What does that mean? Once again, it means I need to think of a big square that's a meter long by a meter high, and I need just over 9 of those. I need 9.045 of them to fit inside the trapezium above. Right, that's trapezium. So thanks so much for watching.